quick. Hello everyone, this is Taki from bigheadtaco.com, and I am coming to you here from the Duncan building. Now this space is called Atelier, and it is a studio for various creatives in town, and one of them is my friend Ryan from Arcade Original. So thank you, Ryan. He's kind of back there. He's camera shy. Ryan? There he is. Anyways, I'm here to do an unboxing, and by this camera and as well the title of the video, you can already tell what camera I am going to do the unboxing of, and that is the MiNT I want to say InstantFlex, but it's InstantFlex. So InstantFlex TL70 Mark II or 2.0, or however they want to call it, the second version of. And so I'm going to do an unboxing and a first impressions. And to do so, I wanted to have the camera that it was inspired to be like this, as well as the Polaroid. And this is the original, well, not the original model, but a Rolleiflex. And it was Ryan, a different Ryan from Black Rhino Creatives, who allowed me to borrow this as a comparison. So thank you so much, Ryan. And so here is the box I am to unbox. Before I open this box and do my unboxing, previously, if you've been watching my channel for a while, I was in Hong Kong back in October, and I was able to visit my friends over at MiNT Camera in Hong Kong. And while I was there, I did get a chance to play with the original TL70, which is a twin lens reflex instant camera, which uses the Fujifilm Instax mini film, and it uses that. So it's a mixture of a twin lens reflex but with instant film. So it was quite a unique invention by Gary, the founder of MiNT Camera, and his team. They allowed me to play with it for a couple of times. Was able to use it as a street camera, which is very difficult. Anyone who shot with a twin lens reflex before knows there is no pentaprism, so everything is upside down in reverse. So it was a little bit difficult, but it is possible to do so. And while I was in Hong Kong, 2 days wasn't really enough for me to actually do a review, so I wouldn't do the camera justice. So I am happy that they were able to send me out the version 2, and that way I can spend more time with it and do a serious like a fair review on this, as well as my first impressions comparing it with the original Rolleiflex. So let's get cracking on this with this unboxing. So thank you again, Gary and Henry and Jackie and the rest of the team over in MiNT in Hong Kong. I wish I could be there for the I don't know what to call it, the opening show. It's supposed to be, so this video should be released on May 31st at 6 p.m. Hong Kong time, which is 3 a.m. Vancouver time. Man, you guys did a good job wrapping this. I don't even know if I can, should I Casey Neistat this? Probably not. It's probably gonna have some, man alive, how does this open here? I might have to fast forward the video here as I struggle to open this cardboard box that was designed so that even a 12-year-old could open, but for some odd reason, or maybe not so odd, I am struggling with this. Holy camoli cows, how am I gonna open this up? I seriously don't know how to open this. Thank you. Thank you. Who wrapped this here? Henry. Henry, thank you for doing such a great job. I'm gonna kind of Neistat it a little bit from the side. There we go. Spider coat. Here it is. And this is the box right here. The InstantFlex TL70. Now, here we go. So it's a 2.0, and right there it talks about the bright screen. So that's one of the things that they've improved upon. You get a nice little card here. So tips and tricks, InstantFlex TL70, insert batteries, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'll leave that there in case I need it. Says scissors. I use my knife again to lightly open that up. Oh, another tape. Man, these guys at MiNT, they should know how to wrap things. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Kind of similar, kind of similar. Okay, and here, let's just pull this out here. And this is it. Yes. And let's see what's in here. It looks like maybe instructions. Oh, it's kind of a cute, oh, you get even a certificate of ownership. very nice and very hipster, and it's even handwritten by Gary. So thank you, Gary. So I'll leave that there in case I need it. And there's lots of little instructions in here, so I will read that when I have time. And here are, man, you guys use the premium. When I was in Hong Kong, I teased them and I said that not like Duracell sponsored us, but they do use the good copper top battery. So that's it. All right, very good. So I'm gonna put the batteries in. It's 3 AA batteries. It tells you basically the middle one goes this way and the other 2 go this way. All right, I finally got it in. So it takes 3 AA batteries. Close that up and let's see if I can remember all the details here. So very good, there you go. So there's that. Take off the lens cap. And what do you guys think? There you go. How similar are these two? Now in terms of weight, this feels 10 times heavier, but this is like a 1950s, 1960s design. I won't be surprised if there's even lead in this thing, but this thing is, this makes a Leica feel light. That's how heavy this sucker is here. This is obviously lots of plastic. It doesn't feel cheap, but it's kind of a padded leatherette along the outside, so it feels pretty nice. And it has a similar type viewfinder here where the original, okay, so it's down like this, right? Down like this. When you pop it open, and then you can shoot through this way here, like a rangefinder, but it's just basically for framing. And then you pop that up, and then you have a little magnifier in here so that you can see better. So I'm just looking at the brightness of this viewfinder here, and let's open this sucker up. All right, so same thing, you pop this open, and you can, again, look through like it's a rangefinder just for framing. And now if something is really close, it's probably not the best frame because remember the bottom lens is the actual lens that's shooting. This top lens is what you're looking through if you're looking straight down, and this one here is a rangefinder. So there's quite a bit of a distance difference, but if you're shooting landscape or anything that's further out than 10 feet, then that parallax isn't a big deal. But as well, you can pop this, there you go, pop that open, and then you can pop out the magnifier here. Now one of the things they mentioned is the team at MiNT did actually go to the Rolly factory in Europe, and they actually had a chance to meet the engineers there, and they helped them design, I think the literature says 5 times brighter than the original InstantFlex TL70. And so I'm just looking through here, now comparing this with the original Rolly, man, now the Rolly is definitely, it's a smoother, cleaner looking, but in terms of brightness, it looks, and I'm looking through the magnifier as well, it looks as bright actually. Looks as bright, so that's actually pretty impressive. And I think the magnifier, they said it's like 20 or 30% larger. I'm not sure if that means the magnifier is just physically larger or the magnification is more magnifying, but yeah, I can definitely see. So let's just do here, on the side here is the focusing. So you can see it goes from 0.48 all the way up to infinity. So that's your focus. I'm gonna just see now if I can focus on the camera. Oh yeah, it's pretty easy to focus. And then in terms of controlling the exposure, you have your aperture down the bottom here. So you can see it's a little tiny, it's a bit hard to see, but you're going from f5.6, f8, f16, f22 down here. And then they have, if f5.6, or sorry, f22 is still not bright enough, it's still too bright outside, or if you want the shallower depth of field at f5.6, then they do have the neutral density filters, which I thought they were going to send me. Maybe it's in a separate package, but if not, there is a kit that they have now available that you put on top. So there is the aperture control, here is your focus control, and then here you have your EV, plus or minus if you want to over or underexpose. You can see how the original Rolleiflex, it has a really over-engineered way of opening the film. You slide that over, and then you pull this, and then your 120 or 220, I think it's 120 film, will fit in here, and it rolls on to here, right? So there you can see that's a 6x6 opening here, square image, and that's how you loaded the original Rolleiflex. this camera here, in honor of that, you put the film in the back. So let's, I bought a package here of the Fujifilm Instax film. It has 10 shots. The actual picture frame size is 8.6 by 5.4 centimeter, but the image itself is only 6.2 by 4.6. So it's a little bit smaller than the original Rolleiflex, which would have been 6 by 6. But this is a package. I tear it open here. From what I remember when I was in Hong Kong, it was pretty simple. Now looking at this, this would be the side that gets exposed, so I would put it in here, close this. Now Gary did put it in a way where you cannot accidentally shoot it while it's closed. This is closed, and if you press this, nothing happens, right? So you open this up, now you press this. See here? Look at that. This is the dark screen that come out first. So there is two buttons, and the red one here is the actual shutter button, and I'm not going to press it because I actually have film in here right now. And over here is the, I'm going to call it the release button, so that the image will come out. So if you want to do multiple exposure, you have to remember that you expose once and then you have to release it a second time. So that's the only thing you have to really keep in mind. If you accidentally press the button, which is great that when this is closed, it shuts it off. That's right, so now this doesn't do anything. But when it's open, you press it, it exposes, and then you release, and the film comes out of here, which is really cool, right? It comes out of there like that. And another thing that Gary engineered into here was the original Rolleiflex. There is this little window here, and what that is it is the light meter, so that you can see over here what the exposure is. What Gary did with that space is, ready? Look at that. Gary installed a flash, and I was able to use this flash in Hong Kong and on the street, and it actually worked out pretty good. I felt that the fill flash, the flash power output is connected to your focus distance though. So depending on how close you focus, the power output is adjusted. So you do have to kind of play around with distance, the right aperture, what the ambient light is, but once you get it, then you can pull off some pretty decent pictures. And so that's just, other than that, I don't think there's really much more to play with. He has some standard, I'm going to see if the original, this Ryan's really cool straps here. Let's see if the original style will fit. No, it won't fit. It's a bit too tight. I know that MiNT camera, oh, you know what? I pressed the button by accident. Oh, look at that. So now I got a blank picture. So be careful. Don't do what I just did, all right? So keep it closed when you're not going to shoot. So just be careful about that button. It has a tripod collar, so you can shoot this on a tripod. Aperture on the original Rolleiflex, up here you can see shutter speed and aperture. This one here, you have to kind of look down. The window's a little bit small still, but you can put it in auto. No, actually, well, there's a star there. Now, if I read the instructions, I'm sure they'll tell me what the star means, but I think that probably means it's in auto mode, and the camera will automatically decide how big the aperture should be. And remember that on a camera with a, you know, this is the size you're negative, right? So what do they say, 6.5, 6.2 by 4.6. I mean, a 35 mil, what we call full frame on a digital camera or on film, is 24 or 2.4 by 3.6 centimeters. And this is 6.2 by 4.6, so it's almost double in size. And because of it, an f5.6 is probably closer to like an f3 or f2.8 on a full frame camera or 35 mil equivalent camera. And so f5.6, you're still going to get pretty decent shallow depth of field. So that is my unboxing of the new MiNT InstantFlex TL70 Mark II or version 2. The unboxing was fun, very well packaged. The build quality is pretty good. And again, just be careful of that release button versus the shutter button. Keep that closed if you're not going to be shooting with it. I can't wait to see what different type of straps and cases I can get for this. I think that'll be kind of a neat thing to see what different hobbyists can create for themselves. I'm gonna have fun taking this out on the street and see what I can do on the street. I did so in Hong Kong, and it was difficult, but it's still possible to use this on the street. And being able to use instant film, yes, it's expensive, but you immediately get to see the results, and that's sort of the fun of instant photography. So thank you so much, the team over at MiNT Cameras in Hong Kong. Thank you, Gary, and your team. Jackie, thank you, Henry. I look forward to testing this, and I also look forward to visiting you guys again in Hong Kong and maybe check out some of your other instant cameras that you have available. So thank you so much for watching. Look out for more videos like this. Like if you like, and any comments down below will be great. So that's it. Video finished. Thank you. We'll talk to you soon. Happy shooting.